Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This video I will show you how I created this eye look using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette. If you're interested in how I created this eyeshadow look, then please keep on watching. I have my face already on. I did put my foundation, my concealer, and I did set my face. If you're curious on what products I use, I will have the video linked down below where I showed you how I achieved this full coverage, well, medium to full coverage, flawless look. Let's get into today's tutorial using the Subculture palette. First things first, I am gonna prime my eyes with the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. This is how much I will be using. It's enough, or probably more than enough, for both eyes. I do not have oily eyelids or dry eyelids. I would say I have normal eyelids, but I do like to prime my eyes before I apply any eyeshadow. I just find that my eyeshadow stays a bit longer. I know a lot of people, or there was quite a bit of controversy on the Subculture palette when it first came out, but I absolutely love it. I usually go in light-handed with my eyeshadow, and then I build it up as I go. Sorry, I didn't realize my lighting was off right there. Always happens when I'm working on this side of my face. Anyway, now my eye primer is on. Let us go ahead and go in with a large blending brush. I will be testing out, probably not the best time to be testing out brushes when you're trying to do a tutorial for an eyeshadow palette, but that's okay. I am going to test out the BH Cosmetics vegan brush V19. It's called the vegan large blending brush. This is what it looks like. This is going to be my first time using this brush. I will have my haul link down below where I did show the products that I did haul from BH Cosmetics. Make sure to check that out, or I'll have it up in the cards up above. So with this fluffy brush, the first thing the first shade that I'm gonna go into is gonna be Dawn, the shade from the palette, and then I'm gonna follow it with this shade, which is Roxy. So Dawn first. Barely gonna dip my brush in. There is quite a bit of kick up, so that's fine with me because I don't blow my kick up. I usually go back and use it. So here we go. I have to say I am really enjoying this brush. It feels very soft. It's blending beautifully. So far so good with the brush. The eyeshadow, I've used it before and I know I like it. Okay, now that first shade is down, we are gonna go in with Roxy. See, this is what I mean about kick up, but that's okay because I am gonna go back later with that shade a little bit, so I'm not gonna blow that extra powder away and waste it. Yeah, I'm gonna go back and use it. Let's go into Roxy. Same thing, same brush. Barely tapping my brush into it, and then I'm gonna go in right over where I applied the shade Dawn, that first shade. By layering shades like that, I feel like you get a more seamless look. So you might be like, well, you already covered that first shade completely up, but no, it helps the darker color look more flawless on the eye. I'm not totally covering it up. You can see it's still peeking through at the top, and that's basically, I want that. I want that seamless transition. Okay, I'm gonna blend this eye a little bit more. I did not pick up any more product. I'm just blending the product that I already applied. I feel like this eye, my eyeshadow went out a little bit more, so I'm gonna drag this eyeshadow out a little bit more to match the other eye. Okay, here we go. Next, what I am gonna do is I'm gonna start to darken that look a little bit. I think for today I do want to use these three shades over here. This one, this berry one, this green, and this bronzy shade. So those are the colors that I do want to use today. So next I do want to go in with this berry shade, which is All Star. And for that, I am gonna go in with another brush from BH Cosmetics that I'm also testing out today. Again, this is gonna be in my haul as well, which will be linked down below or in the cards above. I don't know if this is the proper brush to use. Let me see. Kind of feels a little small. I'll show you the brush in a second. I picked up another brush that I want to try out as well. Let's try it. Why not? And this is called the Vegan Brush V20 Precision Blending Brush. And this is what it looks like. It's very small. Smaller than I wanted, but that's okay. Let's give it a shot. So again, I am going in with All Star, that berry shade. Very little, barely tap my brush in. I tap the axis out, and I'm gonna go right in the crease. I am not gonna fully go over the two shades that I applied. I am just gonna go in the crease. It's beautiful color. The brush, it really is a very precision brush. I am gonna go in on my outer V a little, apply some color in the outer V. This brush would be ideal for very detailed, precise. Again, I keep describing this brush exactly what its name is, precision brush. It applied the color perfectly in my crease. I'm gonna do the next eye. Okay, this is what I'm looking like right now. You might think that it looks a little crazy, but I promise you it will look good. Hopefully my brushes work with me. Since I already have my under eye concealer and I already set my under eye, I'm gonna start working on my under eye real quick. I am gonna go back into that big fluffy brush that I used earlier, which was the V19. I am gonna go in with that shade Dawn, which I said that I was gonna use. So I'm gonna pick up whatever excess that kicked up from earlier, and I'm gonna buff it all over my lower lash line. Everything that I did do on the top lash line, I am gonna do again on the lower lash line. Did have a little bit of fallout, so I brushed it away with my setting powder brush. I'm gonna go in with the color Roxy, which is the second shade that I went into on the top lash line, and I'm gonna apply that again, buff it all on the lower lash line, concentrating the color. The first place I place my brush is right on the outside, and then I drag it in because that's where I want the most color, on the outside, not the inside. But I am gonna drag the color inwards. Next eye, same thing. At this point, it does not look as crazy. We are gonna go in with the same brush that we used for the top lash line with the color, that berry color All Star. Same thing, I apply it on the outside and then drag it inwards. I guess I could be using a smudger brush for this, but I'm fine using this little tiny brush. It is doing the job that I want it to do. Same thing for the next eye. Here we go. This is what I'm looking like. Now, I am gonna go in with that green shade, which is called Untamed. I am gonna use the brush that came in with the palette. I'm gonna go in with the flat side, and I'm gonna dab my brush into the color. And then same sort of dapping motion all over my lid. By doing this dapping motion, I end up not picking up too much color. I end up not getting too much kick up of, you know, eyeshadow, which is, for a formula like this, like in this palette, you sort of need to do that with some of these shades. So dap it, not buff it. And then for my lower lash line, I am gonna apply the color. I'm gonna pick it up with the like top part of the brush, and then I'm gonna buff it in. This time I will buff it in. There we go. Now since I want the color payoff to be in the center, I started on the center of my eye. Barely dapping my brush into the product because these are very pigmented. You don't want to get too much product out and struggle applying it. Here we go. This is what I'm looking like right now, and that is completely fine because I am gonna blend everything together. With the brush that came in the palette, I am gonna use the fluffy side without picking any product on it. I am just gonna blend my lid shade with that green shade with the berry shade that I'd applied earlier. I want it to look seamless. I want it to look very well blended together. So I am just gonna blend these two colors together. Again, I did not dip my brush into any of the colors in the palette. I'm just using the brush clean. Here we go. This is what my eye is looking like. We are gonna put a pop of shimmer in there. Let me do my brows, and I'll highlight my under my brows, and I'll be right back. So I did fill in my brows, and I decided that I will show you my how I'm gonna highlight under my brow. I am gonna go in with the shade Dawn very lightly, and then I'm gonna top it with that shimmery, not shimmery, like dual chrome shade Cube. It's a white shade with like a pink blue shift. Let's start with Dawn. I'm picking up just a little tiny bit, and I am starting right under my arch, blending that all the way in. This might not be a highlight shade for everybody. For me, I could use it, especially because I am gonna top it with that shade Dawn. So, okay. I will use the same brush. I'm gonna go in the shade Cube, which is that white duochrome shade. And again, I'm gonna start right under my arch. I think it looks absolutely gorgeous, but like I said before, we are gonna put in a pop of shimmer, and that is this shade, Adorn. I am using a packing brush, I guess you would say. I am gonna pick up some of that shade, and then I'm gonna dab it lightly on our corner. Just a little pop of color. I think that is it for the eyeshadow. It's all looking very well blended, at least on my mirror. Maybe I can go in again with the brush from the Anastasia palette without picking anything up and blending that inner shade into the rest of the eye, to the rest of the crease. I am not going over the shade. I'm only going over the edge of the shade. So like right here and the crease. I do not want to disturb that shimmery shade. I want to keep it as it is. Here we go. I am gonna go ahead and put the rest of my face on. I'm gonna do my bronzer, my blush, my highlight, and I'll be back. I did go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup. I put on my bronzer, and for that I did use my MAC bronzing powder in Refined Golden. I did, for blush, I used the Too Faced Sweet Peach Glow palette, and I went in with the, what is it called? Peach Glow, the middle shade, the blush shade. And then for highlight, look at that highlight. I absolutely am in love with it. I did use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy highlighter. This is what it looks like. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. This is what it looks like on my skin. I highlighted the top of my cheekbones, my temple a little, down my nose, and my upper lip. And then because I wanted the focus to be the eyeshadow, I did not want the focus to be like dark eyeliner or anything like that. So I skipped the eyeliner and I just went in with those lashes. These are by BH Cosmetics and they are the BH Studio Pro D302. Check my haul down below to see. I did purchase 2 pairs and I've been wearing this pair. This is the 3rd or 4th time I've been wearing it. It is absolutely beautiful. The lashes are very long. They're very easy to work with. I am in love with them. I will be ordering a ton of these when they have their sale again. And for lip, again, I wanted to focus to be the eyes, the eyeshadows, so I went in with something a little not too strong, and that was the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Angel Food Cake. It's a little mauve-y, kind of little not nudie, does not take the attention away from the eyes. And yeah, that's it. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!